Brianna Whitney, a reporter with Arizona's 3 TV and CBS 5 and host of True Crime Arizona Live. So, Brianna, Mexican authorities have been briefed, we understand, on what's been going on. But does that also mean that the center of the investigation is outside of Tucson?
Not particularly. I mean, when you're talking about Southern Arizona investigations that are this high profile, it is not uncommon at all for these law enforcement agencies to work with Mexican officials. I mean, that is pretty common, and we would expect that in this investigation. But it really still seems like the crux of the investigative efforts are still centered around Southern Arizona and the Tucson area. We know they're doing that gun probe. They're going to stores like that. They're still focusing on the DNA and those results coming back as well. So I think it's kind of one of those things where this was to be expected in terms of contacting Mexico authorities, but I still think most of the investigative efforts still centered here in Arizona.
You know, you're hearing from the attorney of the man whose home was raided during last Friday night's operation, but was not arrested. What's he saying?
Right. So we aren't naming their client just because there are no charges yet in this investigation, no charges filed at all. But it is interesting. He did say that his client and his mom were both detained after 2 search warrants last Friday. And they were both detained, they were questioned, and then they were released. But they are adamant in saying that his client is not involved in Nancy Guthrie's kidnapping, abduction at all. Neither one of them are, and that they believe that they're just at the same kind of place that everybody else is in wanting Nancy Guthrie to be returned safely. So again, we now know who was detained. We now know that there were 2 search warrants and that this man and his mom were both detained together, but no more answers on that, and they are vehemently saying not involved.
Well, is the sheriff any closer to determining if the person we see in that video surveillance even acted alone?
I mean, you know, he went on the record today and said that they are looking into the possibility that there was an accomplice. That's still a possibility. To be honest, it feels like anything's a possibility at this point. It feels like we're still going with DNA. We're waiting for those results to come back in. We're hopeful that there will be new surveillance video and pictures. We know they're trying to go through the other cameras that were on Nancy Guthrie's property. We now know they're also testing biological evidence that was found in the home as well. So could there be an accomplice? It sounds like the sheriff says that's still a possibility, but there's so many parts of this investigation that are outstanding. It seems like we need some of those results back to make more of a concrete answer on that. Obviously, we hope to find that soon as we near 3 weeks of her gone, which is honestly shocking to say.
Unbelievable. Brianna Whitney, thank you so much.